There is opportunity now for more harmony in relationships between men and women, as Venus has joined Mercury in the Cancer Nebula to aspect Mars in Virgo for the next, well, till about September 15th, 16th. This is happening. And I am Antoinette Makevska. I am a royal astrologer. I practice astrology as it was practiced back in the golden age of pure knowledge, back when humans and God walked together, and the stories were being played out, and where those ancient legends first came from: ancient Babylon, ancient Sumer, uh, the Akkadian, and the Mesopotamian cultures. And this relationship between water and earth brings opportunity for harmony, understanding, depth, and affects the health and well being of both men and women when Mars, the representation of men and the masculine principle of passionate primal instinct that inspires action, is coming from the place of service. And what inspires this masculine action principle of service to the feminine Venus is her natural emotional nature when she expresses her authenticity with wisdom in her words. And as Venus is also in her morning star phase right now, which began earlier this year when she was birthed out from under the rays of the sun into very a high dignity in Pisces. So she's in very good dignity in her full brilliance. So we get to access all of her brilliance within each of us. So as she's in this phase right now, in the morning sun, she's the archetype of Athena Pallas in the Greek legends, where true astrology ended. And she's Anana of Akkad in the Mesopotamian legends, where documented astrology first began. Venus in this phase is in her expression of divine love, the goddess of wisdom, sovereignty, and righteous war and business. And she is here with Apollo, morning star Mercury. So when Mercury is in his morning star phase, he is in the phase of Apollo, which is the divine inspiration which within all of us. And in the legends from the golden age of pure knowledge, when the collective consciousness was one with God and human and gods walked together, no leader would make business strategy or negotiations without consulting with Inanna of Akkad. This is Venus in her morning star phase, as they knew that the star gods were fractals of the one true God. And it was documented that they knew how to access this star wisdom by consulting with the priestess astrologer, the priest astrologer. And with Venus in this morning star phase in the Cancer constellation, which is actually a nebula, and I'll get more into that later, women can more easily access their true wisdom uh, from a more strategic place with the sword and with the shield of Athena, of Inanna, of Akkad, representing um, words and communication. And then Apollo is here to allow the divine inspiration, to allow this to be infused with divine inspirations from God, um and the thoughts that we choose for both ourselves and with others. So Venus in this placement is the applying aspect in this configuration of opportunity, which is a sextile in the sky. And she realizes she holds the power through her brilliance and her radiance. So she is the brightest star in the sky, always outshining all. So this inner brilliance that women hold whenever we are in our true nature. And in Cancer, her power also lies in her self-care and nurturance of herself and towards her family and those that she loves. So Cancer is a nebula, and the nebulas are the places in the sky that hold mystery, magic, and esoteric knowledge that's accessed through the beauty of the authentic human emotion. And when we as women use this opportunistic energy, especially through mid-September, to use the magic in our emotion, expressed strategically through our chosen thoughts and words and our innate boundaries, unspoken boundaries, we inspire the type of action from the masculine, from the men around us to take right action and that are that's in alignment with our desires and what's best for us. And this isn't the strategy that comes from a need to control people in the situation. It comes from a place of innate worth and brilliance from owning all parts of us, um, owning each of our emotions without placing blame on others, and especially the brilliance that comes from the authentic creativity from just simply being in radiance, from focusing on what we do want and what we do love and what we do enjoy, and trusting that our desires are holy and that they're inspired by heaven. So, this is the current energy that can be used by all of us to attract what we want in relationship, in love, even in business and in finances. And the true passion and love that comes from Venus and Mars in their heavenly dance is depicted in their many ever changing phases and aspects. But each of us were born in different fractals of time when all stars and planets were in an alignment and in certain phases, both above and below the horizon, that show the cosmic dance of alignment within that powerfully influences our inner and outer world and our individual experiences all through life, all through our timelines of existence. And when you're in alignment with the intricacies of these divinities within, of the magic of the stories, then life becomes this magical adventure. You make right decisions quickly because you're operating from a higher level, and your needs and desires become actualized in your outer world more gracefully and more quickly. And this is when timelines speed up. We actually start jumping, feeling like we're jumping timelines with the speed of light, and our desires reach new levels, and we achieve these. Each individual star map represents each individual soul blueprint and life path options. And these are all written from the moment that you were born in your individual star map. The divinities and their legends, and which ways they express themselves in your life and within yourself, in your soul, and how to successfully harness and work with the magic that they bring so that you have more meaning and fulfillment and depth and connection to your purpose. So those who are connected with their star map, those clients who I work with, are choosing right timing for successful business launches, successful product launches. They're overcoming adversity gracefully, overcoming karmic patterns that play out in situations like court cases and relationships and family dynamics and finances, and overcoming big health challenges and crisis and more. And the way to begin is by booking your birthright activation with me. And what this is a private one-on-one with me, the royal astrologer, as your guide. Plus, we stay connected for 2 weeks for follow-up and to make sure you're getting the results that you want in your life. And we have a cultivation call together. We get on another call to make sure you really are getting those results and to answer any questions that came up during the integration. So I right now I am let's see, I'm going to leave the link below the description. And if you're ready to shift to your higher levels of your heart's desires, you'll want to click that link in the description to book, as I'm giving it at a lower rate. I'm taking off $103 just for a limited time right now. Um, okay, So have a beautiful time with this Venus and Mars aspect, and I'd love to see your comments and answer your questions. And be sure you subscribe also so you can see more of these videos.